Did you know your daily actions might be hurting your dog's feelings more than you realize? Studies show that dogs have emotional intelligence comparable to a 2-year-old child, meaning they can feel joy, sadness, and even hurt feelings. In this video, we're uncovering 10 everyday things you might be doing that could unintentionally break your dog's heart. From the tone of your voice to the smallest habits, these actions could be impacting your furry best friend more than you think. So stay tuned as you are making the mistake. Number 7, the enemy of calm daily. Number 1, inconsistency. Dogs are creatures of habit. They thrive on routine and predictability. Inconsistency creates confusion and anxiety. A stable pack has a clear, consistent leader. This creates safety and security. We are their pack leaders, providing stability and guidance. Consistency in feeding and walking times helps them feel secure. Familiarity with their environment and routine is key. When we provide this, we help them live happier, stress-free lives. A gesture of disrespect. Number 2, rubbing their nose. You've probably seen it before. A dog has an accident in the house, and their owner rubs their nose in it as punishment. This method is not only ineffective, but also harmful to your bond. Imagine this. You make a mistake, and someone shoves your face into it. Humiliating, right? Dogs feel the same shame and confusion. They don't understand the connection between the accident and the punishment. This can lead to fear and mistrust. Focus on positive reinforcement. A firm no is enough if you catch them in the act. If you discover it later, clean it up without fuss. Address accidents with understanding, not punishment. Not always a welcome gesture. Number 3, petting their head. We often associate head pats with affection, but the truth is, many dogs find this gesture intrusive and uncomfortable. Imagine someone constantly patting you on the head. It would probably get annoying pretty quickly. Dogs have sensitive heads, and a pat on the head can be startling, especially if it comes unexpectedly. Furthermore, reaching over a dog's head can be perceived as a threatening gesture, particularly by dogs who are already anxious or fearful. Instead of going for the head, focus on areas where dogs generally enjoy being petted, such as the chest, shoulders, and base of the tail. Gentle strokes along the back are also usually well received. Always observe your dog's body language. If they lean into your touch, lick your hand, or wag their tail, it's a good sign they're enjoying the interaction. However, if they stiffen, turn their head away, or show other signs of discomfort, it's best to respect their boundaries and cease the petting. The sound of fear. Number 4, shouting at them. Imagine someone constantly yelling at you. It would be terrifying, wouldn't it? Dogs experience the same fear and anxiety when they're on the receiving end of our anger. Shouting doesn't teach your dog anything except to be afraid of you. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to our tone of voice. When we yell, they don't understand the words we're saying. They only hear the anger and aggression in our voice. This can damage the trust and bond we share with our furry companions. Instead of resorting to shouting, focus on clear, calm communication. Use a firm but gentle tone when giving commands, and remember that consistency is key. Dogs thrive on predictability, so ensure you're using the same commands and energy every time. Remember, training should be a positive experience for both you and your dog. By creating a calm and assertive environment, you can effectively communicate with your dog without resorting to fear or intimidation. The lonely reality for social dogs. Chapter 5. Being a party pooper. Dogs are social creatures by nature. They crave interaction, playtime, and mental stimulation. Ignoring their need for socialization is like ignoring a human's need for connection. It leads to loneliness, boredom, and even depression. Imagine being stuck inside all day with no one to talk to and nothing to do. That's what life can feel like for a dog that's constantly ignored. They need mental and physical stimulation to thrive, and denying them. This can lead to behavioral issues stemming from boredom and frustration. Make time for play, walks, and interactive games. Even just spending quality time cuddling on the couch can make a world of difference to your dog. Remember, a tired dog is a happy dog. By providing them with ample opportunities to socialize, exercise, and engage their minds, you're not only fulfilling their basic needs, but also strengthening your bond and creating a happier, healthier life for both of you. Amplifying their anxiety. Chapter 6, Laughing at Their Fears. Imagine being terrified of something, and instead of comfort, you receive laughter. This is how your dog feels when you laugh at their fears. Instead of understanding, they feel ridiculed and misunderstood. Fear is a natural emotion, even for dogs. Whether it's a fear of thunder, fireworks, or the vacuum cleaner, it's important to remember that these fears are very real to your dog. Laughing at them only amplifies their anxiety and erodes the trust they have in you to be their protector. Instead of laughing, offer comfort and reassurance. Speak in a soothing voice, pet them gently, and create a safe space where they can feel secure. Or, if their fears are severe, consult with a veterinarian or a certified dog behaviorist to explore desensitization techniques. Remember, your dog needs your understanding and support, not your judgment. Triggering food insecurity. Chapter 7, Taking their food away. Imagine having your food snatched away mid-meal. It would be confusing and unsettling, right? Dogs experience a similar feeling of insecurity when we take their food away without warning. In the wild, food is a valuable resource, and protecting it is instinctual. While our domesticated dogs don't face the same threats, taking their food away can trigger this primal instinct, leading to food-guarding behaviors and anxiety. Instead of creating this negative association with mealtime, focus on positive reinforcement. Teach your dog the leave it command, rewarding them for compliance. This not only prevents food aggression, but also establishes clear boundaries and reinforces your leadership. Remember, mealtime should be a positive experience for your dog. By respecting their space and providing them with a sense of security, you can create a healthy relationship with food and prevent potential behavioral issues. A physical expression of rejection. Number 8, pushing them away. Imagine someone physically pushing you away when you reach out for affection. It would be hurtful. Dogs experience the same emotional pain when we physically push them away. While we might push our dogs away out of frustration or to establish space, they interpret this action as a form of rejection. Dogs thrive on physical contact, and pushing them away can damage their self-esteem and create insecurity. Instead of using physical force, focus on redirection and positive reinforcement. If your dog is being too demanding for attention, redirect their energy to a toy or a chew bone. If they need to learn personal space boundaries, use verbal cues like off or back and reward them for compliance. Remember, physical punishment should never be an option. By focusing on positive reinforcement and clear communication, you can teach your dog appropriate behavior without resorting to force or causing emotional distress. Missing their silent pleas. Number 9, ignoring paw scratching. When your dog paws at you, it's their way of communicating a need. It could be attention, food, playtime, or even just a comforting pat. Ignoring these subtle cues is like ignoring a friend's phone call. It can make them feel unheard and unimportant. Dogs primarily communicate through body language. While barking is a more obvious form of communication, subtle cues like pawing, nudging, or even just making eye contact are their way of getting our attention. When we consistently ignore these attempts at communication, it can lead to frustration, anxiety, and even behavioral issues. Pay attention to your dog's body language. If they paw at you, take a moment to assess the situation. Are they hungry? Do they need to go outside? Or are they simply seeking some affection? Responding to their needs, even with a simple pat on the head or a brief play session, shows them that you're listening and that you care. Turning their safe space into a prison. Number 10, using a crate. A crate should be a dog's safe haven, a place of comfort and security, not a tool for punishment. Imagine being sent to your bedroom every time you misbehaved. It would quickly turn a place of rest into a place of dread. Dogs are den animals by nature, and a properly introduced crate can provide them with a sense of security and comfort. However, when we use the crate as punishment, we create a negative association with this space, turning it into a source of anxiety and fear. Instead of using the crate as punishment, focus on positive reinforcement. Make the crate a positive place by associating it with treats, toys, and praise. Never force your dog into the crate. Instead, encourage them to enter willingly by tossing treats inside. Remember, the crate should be a place where your dog feels safe and secure, not trapped and anxious. By creating a positive association with the crate, you can provide your dog with a valuable tool for house training, travel, and even just a quiet place to relax. Utoy. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on keeping your dog happy and healthy. Remember, a happy dog starts with a loving and informed owner.